This right here will be the most accurate, 100% factual, complete, real Call of Duty tier list that you've ever witnessed. Everyone else tier list, take them, throw them out the door, okay? I'm joking, but what's up, guys? And welcome to my Call of Duty tier list.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I meant to do this video the other day, but I made the Splitgate video. I had to put this on hold. We're back, and we're doing it. We're just gonna jump straight into it. Call of Duty, the original one. I'm putting it straight C tier. It started everything. I really didn't play it that much. I was too really young to play it, but it's Call of Duty, and it started the entire franchise. And yeah, that's about it. I remember playing the campaign a little bit. We got Call of Duty 2 right next to Call of Duty 1, C tier. This was a step up graphically. The game got a lot better. The multiplayer was amazing. I remember playing that one map in the desert with the white buildings. You get on the rooftops and snipe people. It was fun. The campaign was also amazing. But once again, it was just, I was playing Halo, so I really didn't care too much about Call of Duty in this time. And it was still on the up and come up. We got Call of Duty 3. I'm just gonna put this in E tier. I remember never even owning Call of Duty 3. I had to rent this from like a Family Dollar. Played a little bit of the campaign. I played a little bit of the multiplayer, and I remember taking my happy like 10-year-old self or like 9-year-old self back to Halo 2 Lone Wolf and becoming a little sweat in that game. So Call of Duty 3, it was Treyarch's first game. They added vehicles. And for me, it just didn't really smack, you know? Call of Duty 4. Now, this is an A tier Call of Duty. Like, this game changed everything. Like, I remember the rivalry between Halo and Call of Duty at this point. Battlefield in there as well. But, you know, Modern Warfare, we hadn't seen a modern COD like this before. You know, from the campaign that is just super iconic with the characters that still are known in the Call of Duty universe and brought back into the universe now. Like, and then you move over to the multiplayer where literally they introduced kill streaks, camos, the creator class system. It was just revolutionary at the time, honestly. Like, I remember playing COD 4 so much. Didn't even have my own account though. I had to play on my dad's account, and I remember my dad getting mad at me for dropping his KD. Yeah, who's laughing now, Dad? Okay, I bet I have a higher KD. All jokes aside, though, Call of Duty 4 was a really fun Call of Duty for me. I still played Halo a tad bit more than COD at this time, but still, it was really good. Got Call of Duty World at War. Let's put this is another A-tier game, man. From the iconic campaign, once again, with Reznov and just the story and like the brutalness of the World War II era. You know, it was kind of a step back in my opinion, because we went from a modern game back to the World War II games. But when you compare World at War to Call of Duty 3, Treyarch really stepped it up this time. The campaign was amazing. The craziest thing about the campaign is when you beat it, you got the Easter egg for zombies. Like, it initially wasn't even a mode you can click on. You actually had to beat the entire campaign, and at the end, you were on like some beach or like just in a field, and you just see that zombie sprinting at you. I remember being like a 10-year-old kid with my mouth wide open, like, what is happening? And the multiplayer was super solid as well. It was just like COD 4's, aside from no camos, obviously. But the maps were great. The guns were amazing. PPSH, MP40, some of those iconic weapons. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now this, we want to go here, maybe here, no, it's an S tier game. Modern Warfare 2 is what kind of put COD on the map, in my opinion. I wasn't really hooked into Call of Duty like I was until Modern Warfare 2 came out. Starting with Modern Warfare 2, picking up from the COD 4 storyline. This is when Infinity Ward also added in like their own like zombies mode, or like their own like side mode, which was Spec Ops. Aside from the iconic campaign and Spec Ops, this is where multiplayer really took off. You know, they had the customizable kill streaks, which we didn't have before. They introduced the nuke, which sparked so much stuff. The one-man army, danger close nuke tubes that we all knew was broken, but we all abused. Like, if you sat there and told me, like, yeah, I never used one-man army, danger close nuke tube, yeah, come on. Moving up next, we have Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, this was a game that, once again, it just tugs at my heartstring and goes straight to the S tier. Starting with the campaign, you have Mason and Woods and Reznov in there, kind of piecing together some things from World at War, you know, finding out more of the stories and the crazy, like, mind-bending thriller that is in this game. Zombies came back, killed it with all the maps, Moon, Ascension, Shangri-La, Kino. Then you go dive into the multiplayer, and I gotta say, Black Ops is probably, like, one of the Call of Duty's multiplayers that had the most things to do. Black Ops, they introduced COD points, which are not the COD points that we know today, where, you know, you have to spend $1,000 to get one weapon in a supply drop, or spend $20 on a bundle for a skin, but you could actually earn these by just literally playing the game, and that's what I loved so much. And I've spoke about that multiple times, that Call of Duty needs like an in-game currency that you can grind that is separate from buying anything. You wanted to unlock a weapon, you needed COD points. Camo, COD points. Perk, COD points. You wanted to get gold camo, you had to get 50,000 COD points. They also added in the wager matches, which I also thought was another crazy thing, where you could take your COD points that you grinded for and earned, wager them against like 7 other people in Sticks and Stones, Guns Games, Sharpshooter, and all these crazy modes. And if you won, you get to double your money. Next up, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Now this, I'm going to put Modern Warfare 3 in A tier. So I think this game was good, but this was when I kind of started having my falling out with Call of Duty. The campaign was good. I don't think it was as good as the first COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 storyline. It kind of concluded everything with the trilogy. Spec Ops obviously returned, as well as they tried their own take at like a zombies mode, where you basically just went up against hordes of random NPCs, which to me doesn't match what zombies are. Multiplayer was super solid. They introduced all the different kill streak packages, from the assault, support, and then the specialist, which I still think Modern Warfare 3 specialist is the most overpowered and iconic set of like kill streaks or score streaks that you can ever get. Being able to have every single perk, every single weapon proficiency was just, you were a god soldier. Before I put this where I'm going to put this, I want to preface and say that I only had a day and a half played on Black Ops 2 in its prime, okay? Because I know where I'm gonna put this might irk a little people. I just gotta do it, okay? I'm gonna put it in A tier, and I'm gonna do that for a couple reasons. A, I didn't play the game that much, so I really can't say if like I really loved it, you know? There's a lot of things that Black Ops 2 absolutely killed it on. Even though I didn't play the game, that puts it so high up, and that if I just played it a little bit more, probably would have put it in S tier. But the Black Ops 2 campaign was absolutely amazing. This was the first one where it wasn't just like, you do this one outcome. You actually could branch off and go do different things and have a different outcome for the ending. Zombies came back, obviously, once again, coming out with new wonder weapons, new DLC maps, Buried, Origins, Die Rise. From wager matches to pub to league play, Black Ops 2 had it all. The camos were amazing. We got DLC weapons for the first time, the Peacekeeper, which was insane, and we've seen the iteration of that multiple times. I really feel like I missed like a chunk of Call of Duty that I will probably never get to experience again unless they remaster it. So hey, do it. Now we got Call of Duty Ghosts. Not really the biggest fan of it. The campaign was cool. Like I liked it. It was a really good like cliffhanger at the end, and I kind of wish we had a sequel to the campaign, but that's kind of it. That's all I really care about from Ghosts. Multiplayer, once again, I bought the game, I played it when it came out, and I just didn't care. It's just campy. People sat in corners. People still to this day, when I did the Nuke and Every COD video, sit in corner. Like, hold up. This is how people play Ghosts in 2021. Ghosts also came out with Extinction, which once again, this was Infinity Ward's take on trying to do a zombies mode without doing a zombies mode. And it was cool, but I really only played the first and the second map. Moving on to Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, brought in the advanced movement, the exosuits, the jetpacks. But if we talk about the campaign, it just wasn't it for me. I played a couple missions, couldn't really get into it. And then go into the multiplayer. This multiplayer was way different than anything else we have ever experienced. However, I couldn't experience it because my internet was so bad that I couldn't even connect to the servers. And I bought the game, wanted to play it, and never could because my internet was that bad. So I can't even really talk about it because I was going to play the game until my internet said no. Story of my life, right? But they brought in the supply drops, which turned into this whole plague throughout Call of Duty that I'm really glad that we don't have them now. One thing I do love about Advanced Warfare, though, is the customization, being able to switch up your character and be super goofy in so many different ways, becoming a clown or a samurai. And on top of that, the variants, there was just so many overpowered variants, the Speakeasy, the Obsidian Steed, the Hole Puncher. There's so many crazy things in this game. So C tier for Advanced Warfare. Black Ops 3. I think we all know where this is gonna go. Psych, S tier. I owe this game so much just because of where it's put me in my life and the amount of content that I was able to make and produce and the good times that I had on this game. However, I'm not going to say it's flawless because it's far from it. The Black Ops 3 campaign, absolutely atrocious. I literally played maybe 5 or 6 missions. It made no sense to me. Train go boom, like what the hell. Black Ops 3 though did bring in a new mode, which was free run, and I'm so sad that they didn't do more with free run. I remember trying to break high scores. I remember watching like FaZe Apex go and just break record after record after record. Really sad that they never added in more maps. I think there's only like 3 or 4. Zombies is probably my favorite of all times in this game. Don't even get me started on PC and zombie mod tools. Also, Zombie Chronicles was amazing. A year and a half, 2 years after the game came out, Treyarch said, hey, we'll give you 8 of the classic maps that you guys all love. That was amazing. And the multiplayer is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. The jetpacks, the movement is just my favorite. I love the wall run. I love how, you know, the mechanics are for Black Ops. If you master the movement, played a lot, you can do some crazy plays, wall running under the map, jumping over people, doing so many funny things to make funny moments. And that's why I liked this game so much. Supply drops, however, were also a big issue for Black Ops 3. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I didn't spend a dime on Black Ops 3. I definitely spent a good amount of money to get these weapons to make videos on them. But if you were an average player, unless you had some insane luck or a big bank account, you weren't getting every single weapon. It's just a fun game. If they remastered it or made it crossplay, I would play it over anything right now. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, infinite dislikes, infinite memes, robots. After replaying the game, grinding for Black Sky and everything, it's a B tier game. I think Infinite Warfare was just released at the wrong time. If you would have released Infinite Warfare before Advanced Warfare or before Black Ops 3, I don't think it would have gotten nearly as much hate. I think it was a timing thing. Everyone was sick of the jetpacks. When I did the Let's Play on my second channel, the campaign is just one of my favorites. It had a great storyline. The zombies, from what I've been told, is just flat out amazing. Zombie in Spacelands, like everyone tells me, is like up there as like one of their favorite zombie maps ever. And then you go into the multiplayer, you know, we had the same thing. Supply drop system got a little bit better. You were able to buy the weapons. I understand why a lot of people didn't like this game, but once again, I think it was a timing thing, and that if it was released at a different time, Infinite Warfare probably would have been more liked. Call of Duty World War II, I'm putting it into B tier. I haven't played the campaign, but I've been told it's really good. Zombies was a bit gory, was a bit, you know, more scarier, and I kind of like that, but I only played the first map. From what I played, it was kind of meh. It didn't really hook me. And when you get into the multiplayer, this is why I give World War II B tier. The game off the rip sucked. It was slow. It was boring. They got rid of the, you know, unlimited sprint. There was so many things you couldn't do, and the lack of customization was just kind of hurting the game. 3 to 5 months after the release, they finally switched it. They did the Division overhaul, but by then everyone was playing Fortnite, myself included. As time went on, it got better. They added the Prestige Master rewards. You know, you got some pretty cool camos for hitting level 1000. That's one thing that I give credit to World War II. They did something for actually hitting level 1000, whereas if you hit level 1000 in any other Call of Duty, you know what you get? Nothing. I would grind to level 1000 if you get me a sick ass camo that nobody else would get unless I hit level 1000. I would do it personally. Black Ops 4. I feel like this one's going to be a shocker. I feel like a lot of people won't think this. I'm going to give it A tier. Okay. Pause. Okay. This is future Dysmo. It's 2 a.m. I'm editing this video right now. I was just rewatching this, and I got to say, I changed my mind. Everything that I say still applies. However, I think Black Ops 4 is B tier. It was very hit or miss, and I'll explain why. Still had specialists. There's a lot of BS things, and they revolved the specialists around a time base, so they kind of just gave people free kills, giving someone the shock drone after they've been alive for 3 minutes, and they can just stun me, kill me off my nuke, or give someone literally a shield that has a microwave on it and cook me for 3 minutes until I'm a pizza roll. That type of stuff really annoyed me, but overall, the camos in the game were sick. Grinding to level 1000 was relatively fun, even though you didn't get anything for it. The maps were very hit or miss. I only liked a handful of them. I didn't really like any of the DLC maps. I did hit 1 million subscribers on this game. I made tons of videos, and I had a lot of fun playing the multiplayer. I feel like this game could have been better, and it could have been more fun. I really don't know what was going on behind the scenes. It just could have been so much more than what it was. Zombies was okay too. I really didn't touch it that much. I made like 1 zombies video. Blackout came out, where we had the first ever Call of Duty Battle Royale. I enjoyed it for a tad bit, and then once again, it didn't click. Black Ops 4, I think, is deserving of an A tier, even though, you know, it gets a decent amount of hate. All right, we got Modern Warfare 2019. Let's give it B tier. So Modern Warfare's campaign was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I played through it, and I really liked the campaign. If you dive into the multiplayer, I did like the multiplayer because I feel like the Modern Warfare engine is pretty solid. I like the way the game looks, the game feels when you're running and you're sliding and all that stuff. Modern Warfare is a really smooth playing game, and I enjoyed that. It kind of had the same issues that Ghost did. Having doors and mechanics were it kind of aided people who camped, slowed down the multiplayer by a lot. Like Damascus camo was meh, and Obsidian was meh. It didn't hit like Dark Matter did, but overall, you know, Modern Warfare was all right. So now we got Warzone 2, which I know is part of Modern Warfare, but I want it to be its own because realistically, it is its own game. And I'm going to put Warzone as A tier. Now, I have a couple reasons for that. So A, I think Warzone at first, when it first came out, was the most fun ever. I was addicted to that. I don't think I played Modern Warfare's multiplayer or posted multiplayer videos for like a month or 2 months because I was addicted to Warzone. As time went on, you know, with the influx of people just abusing the same weapons and there really wasn't any variety, I kind of lost touch with it, and I really just play it every once in a while from now on. What I've heard now, Warzone's unplayable, like straight up. Like you just can't play it because there's a hacker in almost every single lobby. But what I loved about Warzone is they put COD on the map again. Without Warzone, I don't know how good Modern Warfare would have done. I don't know where Call of Duty would be at if Warzone still wasn't like the main thing, you know? I'll put Cod Mobile somewhere. I think Cod Mobile is literally S tier. Like, Cod Mobile is an amazing thing. Having Call of Duty on mobile, where there's probably hundreds of thousands of people who play that game, like, the community for Cod Mobile is probably way bigger than a lot of us think it actually is. It's literally what we need on multiplayer, but they only did it on mobile, and I don't know why. And we have Cold War. Cold War, I'm also going to put it at a B tier. Campaign was pretty good. I like the campaign a lot. The zombies is super fun, and I really enjoy playing the zombies. Like, I did the Easter egg with Noah twice. I've gotten Dark Ether before, and I've just grinded zombies. I enjoyed zombies a lot. I like how they brought back grinding to level 1000, and you can actually do more instead of just hitting level 155 like you did in Modern Warfare. When you get nothing for hitting level 1000 and then it resets, that gives me almost zero incentive to want to hit level 1000. Like, why put in so much of these hours grinding to get a number next to my name for it to be reset and taken away? Going back, if they just added something for actually grinding to level 1000 for a specific camo or something like that, I would play like way more. The maps for Cold War really aren't my favorite. I don't like them at all. I really only play all of the remakes: Raid, Nuketown, Hijacked, Express, Standoff. Those are, in my opinion, the best maps in Cold War, and they're not even from Cold War. I personally feel like Cold War was mainly used to integrate more weapons into Warzone. If you look at it right now, Warzone, a lot of the meta weapons have been or still are Cold War weapons, and they kind of just like funnel in the OP stuff into Warzone. And I feel like the multiplayer could be way better. The maps could be cooler. They could put out cooler weapons and more unique things. But here's my Call of Duty tier list. I personally don't think any Call of Duty is quote-unquote trash. I play them all. Let me know your guys' tier list down in the comment section. Once again, this is just my opinion. Don't get a pitchfork. Don't come into my house and, you know, start a riot because I didn't put your favorite Call of Duty as S tier. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!